Hi guys, welcome to highschoolmaths.co.uk. Today we're going to have a little look at multiplying out brackets, and we're going to start off with just single brackets, and we've got three examples here to work through. So basic idea is that you've got a term outside the bracket that you want to multiply everything inside the bracket with. So here we've got the first example, we've got 2, so we do 2 times 3x. 2 times 3x is 6x, and then we're doing we've got a plus sign in the middle, so keep that there. 2 times 1 is 2. So we end up with 6x plus 2 as our final answer. That's all we're looking at here. Second line across there. So, second example, same idea, just a little bit more complicated. 5a times 2a, 5 2s are 10. A times a gives you a squared, so that would be 10a squared. Do that times that. Minus sign in the middle, and then multiply that by that. 5a times 3 is 15a. And again, that's as far as you can go with that. So that's that example finished. And moving on to the third example. This one is a little bit more complicated, and a common mistake here is people add in the 4 and the 3 before they multiply out the bracket. Now remember, you've got to use your order of operations, your BODMAS. When we've got an addition here and we've got a multiplying bracket here, BODMAS tells us to do multiplying first, so we keep the 4 and the plus exactly where they are, just copy them down into the next line, and then we're going to multiply the bracket. 3 times 2a is 6a, and then the minus sign in between. 3 times 5 is 15. So once we've done that, we have to then look, because there's more than two terms, that we get the two number terms here, we can collect like terms. So we've got the 6a, normally deal with the letters first. So we've got a positive 6a. We've then got a 4 minus 15. So 4 take away 15 is what we're looking to do. That would give us minus 11. And that would take us to our final simplified answer. Next question, so the next set of examples we're looking at is where you've got to multiply out double brackets. So there's a similar kind of method used here. What we're doing is multiplying this bracket here by everything in this bracket here. And we've got to do that in a way where we don't miss anything out. So we've got a systematic way of doing that so that we make sure we don't miss anything. So we've got 3a times 2a. So we're going to take the first term, multiply that with the first term here. So 3a times 2a, 6a squared. 3a times 3 is positive 9a, and you've got to remember the signs in between as well. They're either going to be pluses or minuses. 3a times 3 is a positive 9a. Then we go underneath to do the second term, so plus 1 times 2a would be plus 2a, and 1 times 3 would be a plus 3. Final step is just to tidy up the terms. So we've got an a squared term. That's going to stay the same. We have these two terms here, which are both a terms. We can collect them together. 9 add 2 is 11, so plus 11a, and then the plus 3 at the end to give us our final simplified answer. This one's a little bit trickier because it has negative numbers, so we've got to be a lot more careful here, but it's still the same process. Sorry, I forgot to put the second line under here. So let's go back. We've got 5b times 2b. That's 10b squared. Then 5b times the negative 3. So that's going to give us a negative answer. It's going to give us negative 15b. Underneath, we're timesing minus 2, or the negative 2, by the 2b. That would give us negative 4b. And then this final one, which you've got to be especially careful with, is it's still negative 2 times negative 3, which is going to give us a positive, because we've got that double negative there. So it's going to give us a positive 6. That's just something to watch out for. As I say, be extra careful when you're dealing with those negative numbers. So, collecting like terms, we get 10b squared minus 15b, so we're going to put these two together, minus 4b, so that's minus 19b, and plus the 6 to get our final simplified solution. Now, there is one variation in this that comes up quite frequently in tests and exams that you might want to look out for. That's where you've got a trinomial in one of the brackets, so you've got 3 terms rather than just 2. Again, same method. We're multiplying out the brackets, so we want to make sure we do it systematically so we don't miss anything out. So I'm going to take the 3x and multiply it by the 2x squared, which is going to give us 6x cubed. 3x times 3x, 9x squared. 3x times the negative 5 at the end would be minus 15x. So that's us multiplied with 3x by everything in this bracket, and systematically so that we don't miss anything. Underneath, for the second term, minus 2 times 2x squared would be minus 4x squared. minus 2 times 3x minus 6x, and minus 2 times minus 5 plus 10. That's that double negative coming in again. Here, we've got more terms to tidy up. There's only one cubed term, so the 6x cubed is going to come down. We've got a 9x squared here and a minus 4x squared there. Putting them together, collecting like terms, gives us a plus 5x squared. Likewise, we've got the minus 15x and the minus 6x. Combining them gives us minus 21x. And we've only got one number term, that's the plus 10 at the end. And again, that's your final simplified answer. So if you'd like some practice worksheets or extra revision examples or just some more tutorials to help you out, then please visit www.highschoolmaths.co.uk, and please don't forget to like the video and subscribe, and thanks for watching.